Well, what's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, May 19th, 2020. And this is Call from the Deep on the Tabletop RPG Network. And with us today, we have our players, Matakuri, Marbanya, Caesar, Sven, and Nastagamus. And their characters are off ship and in Luskan. And last week, who wants to remind everybody what happened last week? Does anyone remember? Got jumped again.
Yeah, archers on the rooftops and flaming skulls and
some wizard.
We got a
lady.
Some wizard.
You don't know if it was a wizard. It just could have been a commoner with some, flame skulls.
Wand of fireballs or something.
Flame skulls, remember? Just chucked out some flame skulls because she didn't live the whole first round. She just died.
Good.
Svenster, 256 bits. Thank you, sir. 256. Oh, you earned the 5,000 bit badge. Wow. Nice. So, you guys captured one of these archers. You got her tied up and gagged and sitting next to you. And I think some of you guys are pretty beat up. Scuzzer, Ember's kind of knocked around a little. Even Krell got damaged. How'd that happen? Fireball?
Something like that.
Something like that. So, what do you guys want to do?
We caught this archer. Yeah. So we caught this archer. We got this archer here, right? Oh, I cut his thumb off.
Cut her
He
thumb
won't
off.
never draw on. He won't ever draw on anybody again.
Just reach down and snip it off with your short sword or something.
You don't use your thumb to draw back a bow.
No, it's your forefinger. Never mind, it's your forefinger.
Just remove it at the wrist, and
Right.
it's no longer a problem.
What do? They cut off the first two fingers of the archers. Yeah, first two fingers. That was it. That's what we're gonna cut off.
I think I could learn how to.
It's not strong enough for
No.
a longbow.
How about your teeth?
You don't need your teeth anymore. You get one shot.
You get a little leather tag on there and just pull it back. Twang.
This woman is probably simply a lackey. Don't know what information she would even have.
This is D&D. You just go get them healed back on.
Well, then let's cut the fingers off at the neck.
I mean, if you like, she is under arrest by the guards. You don't have to do something against your alignment. I mean,
Oh, I wouldn't think that'd be against my alignment. That wouldn't be evil.
wouldn't be evil
Mystery
like
punch.
murdering somebody that you captured.
Well, not murder, but cutting their fingers off. No, that wouldn't be evil. That'd be chaotic. But
Scuzzer would do it.
Scuzzer would hop around on her like with a pogo stick made out of swords. Come on,
Take a couple fingernails. Maybe a toenail or two.
So questioning her, like this whole line of questioning that I thought I was going to get from you guys, is just totally out. I didn't have anything
we're
ready.
asking questions.
I was bullshit. I don't have anything ready to question her. She don't know shit. She's like, I got paid. Someone paid
She don't
me.
know who paid her.
Arcane Brotherhood. They paid me in gold.
Where's the gold?
Yeah, she got a gold pouch on her.
I think you guys already got all the loot, didn't you? Did we do
Oh, I don't
loots?
remember.
No, but specifically her gold as well.
It's in that pile over there. You took it out of her pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is some loot in the party sheet, so she had some they paid me in opaque gray and black gemstone. So what you guys wanting to do? Take a short rest here on the street, or go to the captain's meeting all bruised and beat up?
I could use a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could too.
Well, the Cutlass is like one block over. Might could be a place to get a pint and a break. It's a notorious pirate dive.
That's our favorite kind. Isn't it, Caesar?
Caesar, lead the way.
Caesar loves it.
It's early in the morning still. It's about 9:30. No, it's a little earlier than that. I think you guys just wandered over here in the morning, didn't you?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
First
so when you
thing.
get over to the Cutlass, they're still trying to get out last night's riffraff. I mean, they're not closed, but they're kind of like they're cleaning up puke and eyeballs, and the escorts look a little worn out because the place is usually patronized by professional escorts and their clients, and by extremely desperate or the extremely deaf, since the surroundings are usually a bedlam of rowdy, raucous violence from about noon to after dawn. So you guys caught it in a quiet time. It's got a rough fieldstone street level and a raised entry porch. It's like clapboard sheathed upper floors with like balconies overhanging the main street there, which is called Half Moon Street. There's a kitchen, and so you guys can get food if you want. The entire ground floor is taken up by the huge tavern, which consists of like a common room with a large bar over in the corner, like a big wine rack behind it, and a big huge beer keg. And then there's a dumbwaiter, pretty big dumbwaiter behind that you guys can see that's open. And then like the roof is like made out of slate and cedar shakes, and it's a pretty beat up building. When you go in, you don't have any trouble getting a table, and drinks are 3 copper here for just a standard sludge beer. Pretty cheap. If you want something a little better, then they are silver. And they also have wine. You can buy a whole bottle of wine for gold.
I don't need to drink a bottle of wine before we go in front of the. Well, hell, might as well.
Well, you don't have to drink the whole bottle. You could like split it with.
Sure, I do.
I'll get a mug of the cheap shit.
Speak for yourself.
Cheap shit.
And
It looks like
go
that's what they sell the
drink wine.
most of. The cheap shit.
Push
So
a
you-
drunk out of a chair onto the ground.
Yeah, if it lands in a pile of puke. You see some teeth in the puke. Somebody puked up
Is there
their
a
teeth.
place in town to convert gold pieces to platinum?
Is there a place in town? Yeah. The
Yeah,
Thieves Guild.
The Thieves
Let's
Guild,
turn
that's-
gold into air.
Yeah.
It might be platinum until you get 20 feet away. Then it's probably lead. Do you ask the barkeep this?
No, fuck. No, I'm not asking.
I mean, who are you asking around town if there's a place to
Not in
change
this joint.
gold into platinum? Excuse me, sir. Can you
I've got a
break
few
100?
thousand gold I need to unload.
Can you break 100? Down in the hood. So you guys get a long or a short rest sitting here. Let me push that to you.
Gentlemen, I will need a long rest before long.
Short rest. Burn them if you got them. Kind of get straightened up, get a little cleaned up, because the captain's court starts seeing citizens at 9. So you guys don't want to be too much after that, or you're going to be in the back of the bus.
9 p.m.,
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Well, that's why you were heading over this way. So it is 9:30 when you get done with your long rest, or short rest. So you guys make your way over to the captain's court, which is it's a palace, but it's a governmental palace. It houses the offices of the 5 high captains, their aides, and the assembly chambers. Any law are decreed here, and there's no fewer than 30 militia members on patrol in this building and on the grounds at all times. So it's heavily guarded, and these guys don't look like guards. They look like, Marine veteran kind of looking guys. And during assembly days like today, there's triple the amount of guards. So there's 90 guards floating around this building. So when you guys come walking up, they see that you're heavily armored, and they all shake their heads. No weapons allowed.
I
Do you
can
have a
collect
place
everybody's
here where we
weapons
can
and
keep them?
wait here.
We have one spokesperson that can go in.
That's what I was thinking. Send one or two of us in. The rest can hold their weapons.
I don't trust giving them to anyone else.
Yeah, we don't trust the DM.
I'll take some weapons and wait out here.
So who's going in? So we got
Ember will give
Ember.
him his dagger and his trident.
Ember's going in. Ember has a
Squall's
trident?
going in.
Ember has a melee weapon?
It looks cool.
Squall's going in.
Wings carried it for him.
Caw, caw, caw. Ow. It's chest day. Sore. And you guys, so it's just Squall and Ember are going in, yes?
Nystagmus.
Yeah, I can go in if you guys
I
want.
mean,
Yeah, he's our
you're the voice.
charisma guy.
One of the guards said you're going to have to keep that down. Points to your fin on your head.
Smooth talker.
Hey, it's got a mind of its own, man. I can't control it.
That is a +1 fin of whip your ass, is what that is. Registered as a lethal weapon.
So, you guys get past the front guards, and when you go in, there's some more guards, and then there's like an older guy who's in front of like a desk kind of thing. He's got a book out, and he says, looks up. There's like a little line, and you wait in line behind all these people, and he's asking the people in front of you, which captain do you wish to speak to? And they're like, the first captain or the second captain or blah blah blah. Most of the people that you see here are meeting with either the fifth or the fourth captain. There's not a lot of people meeting with the first captain, at least in this line. So when you guys get up to the old guy that's taking down names and stuff, he kind of looks up at you because everybody's kind of nice dressed, but you guys have, I mean, Squall's got armor on, don't you? Ember's got like fire on.
Shield hanging off his back. And we're probably not the casual sort of people you would see. I mean,
yeah, you don't look like politicians or lobbyists or whatever. You don't look like aristocratic people. You look like adventurers, kind of. So he looks up. He's got his little half spectacles on. He like focuses his eyes and says, "Might I ask who you're here to see?"
All of them.
The captains.
Oh, you're here for the assembly. Well, the assembly is after initial meetings, and that usually takes place in the afternoon. But you're more than welcome to wait in the assembly hall. And he points like down the hallway, and you can see these big doors are open and a huge assembly hall with a big table and like auditorium seating all the way around the table.
Are there other people in there?
There's a few
Yeah.
people milling about in there already.
I don't know if that's what we want to do, is it, guys?
Well,
Looking for a more private audience.
yeah.
Weren't we given a name?
We were given some piece of paper or something to give them, weren't we?
You guys have
Yeah,
quests.
everybody look at their notes.
I think you have 3 quests.
And I think all 3 of them bring
You
us
get
to
a
the-
Lord's Alliance emblem.
Yeah, Duke Ravengard has a sealed letter to the High Captains.
Hmm.
Dagult gave us a emblem to gain an audience, and Laerel gave us an emblem. So we got a letter and 2 emblems.
So basically, we show him
Show him the letter.
It's sealed. He didn't get to read it though.
Oh, it definitely has like some writing on the outside that says to the High Captains Luskin from Royal Duke Old,
Right.
what, and he's like, I see. Well, you're not supposed to be in this line. You can go right over there to those. See that guy that looks like a troll? The door next to him. You can
Yep.
show that to him and he'll let you right in.
That's Ember, not a troll.
No, he's pointing to the guard. It looks like 3 guards, but it's really just 1. Move along.
Right, so we will head over there.
So you show the letter and your emblems to Rocky. My name's Rocky. I can read a little bit. Gets out some little spectacles and looks at your note. Hands it back to you and opens the door. Says, the private High Captain meeting is already started. You're going to have to sneak in. He points. It's the 3rd door on the left.
Oh sure. Let me sneak in at disadvantage here.
I don't think you really are going to like crawl under the table and shit to
Right,
sneak
right.
in.
So he opens this door. Can we
cast
see
darkness.
the? No.
What'd you say?
Gets thrown in the dungeon. Can we see people in this room, and how many people are in there? Because really, we'll wait till everybody else is done before we talk to these guys.
When you move down the hallway and you get in front of the door, you can hear voices inside. I mean, there's people in there. Doesn't sound like a lot of people. Maybe a dozen.
So we'll slip in and kind of move to the back. Try to blend in with the shadows as much as we can. Not make a scene. Hard
Okay.
to do when it's a
So
trot and trotting and-
when you open the door, it's actually it looks more like a before party kind of looking thing going on. There's a little mini buffet spread going on. There's people standing around chit chatting. There's a table with like little name tags of the different captains and stuff, but no one's sitting at the table. They're all just kind of standing around, drinking coffee and eating pastries and talking as you guys come walking in. You see, and everybody in here is like what to do, well to do. One of the individuals looks like just your flat out freaking pirate. He's got the eye patch, he's got a peg leg, there's a bird on his shoulder. Just a flat out pirate. And the other guys are kind of well dressed and stuff, but you can tell that a couple of these high captains have been through some combat. They look beat up and scarred up, and so you guys make your way in, and there's like a serving girl. She says, "Can I get you gentlemen something to drink? A mimosa, perhaps?"
No, thank you.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds great.
It's bubbly
I will
wine
try
with
one as
juice
well.
in it. She brings you slender glass of some tropical flavor sparkles. Start sipping on it, and it immediately gives you a headache. It's like instantaneous headache. But after you finish the glass, the headache kind of starts going away.
That's good
Yeah.
stuff.
You're like, whoa, it's got alcohol in it. So, do you kind of, everybody give me an insight that's in the room, please? So you can see on the table the 5 ships: Kurth, Barum, Rethnar, Tariel, and Soljak. The one that looks like a pirate is the second High Captain, Barum. Bari Barum. And then you can see the some of the other ones. The first High Captain, Benagio Kurth, is probably the most well-dressed and got the most jewels and gems and perfumey person in here. He's a tall, slender human, and next to him is what you would suspect to be his bodyguard. Kind of looks like like a monk, doesn't have any armor on, got his hands in his pockets. What's the guy from Matrix, the karate guy, the Oriental guy? You remember? He plays in a couple movies. He gets killed in one of the first ones or whatever. That's what he looks like. He's kind of like karate looking guy.
Are there any females?
There are several females, but none of the high captains are females. There's female people and female servers in here.
Good morning, captains. We have a letter for you.
So the 4th High Captain, Tariel, it looks like he's the most interested, and he moves over to you, and he says, "I am Thoro Tariel of the 4th ship."
I'm Squall.
Hmm.
This is Nystagmus. This is Ember.
So he
The lowly ship. What the hell's the name of this ship?
Voyager.
Voyage.
Voyage.
The Voyage.
Voyager.
Voyager.
Yeah, we're like the 99th ship or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, in Luskan, a ship is actually is a position. It's a rank, not just a boat.
Oh, we're much higher than that then.
Yeah. So he says, "I don't think I've heard of the Voyage. However, this note has a decree from Baldur's Gate, from Duke Ravengard."
Indeed.
He opens it.
We rest to deliver this.
He reads through it and he nods. He says, "Indeed."
Have we been able to read this? Did we know what the note contained?
If you did, it wouldn't be sealed.
Yeah, we don't really know what the note says. Okay. Nystagmus, take it away. And I pray for you, my brother, Humbo Jumbo, and
So how does he react to this letter?
Wait, give me 1 second. Let me see who. He's like, you see him when he reads the letter. He looks at you guys, and then his eyes. Give me an insight. Who's got the best insight? I mean, all of you can roll it.
I guess that means that mine wasn't very good. I got +6 in insight.
All of you can roll it. Nostogamus, did you want to?
Sorry, my
Nice.
yeah, my internet's being a little flaky right now.
All right. So Ember and Nostogamus, Squall, you don't notice. You're like, you see a butt go by. You're like, oh.
I'm looking at the chick.
So you're like,
Oh.
whoa.
Boobs.
Boobies. And but Ember and Nostogamus notice that he reads the letter. He looks at you guys, and then he kind of glances over at the third captain, Dagamir Soljak, and kind of squints his eyes, like squints his eyes a little, and then looks back at you and looks down at the letter, and he says, "Wait here. Let me go speak with the second high captain." So he moves over with a letter. Did you guys present one of the symbols from Lord's Alliance?
Yeah, I think so.
Both of them?
Flashed our badges.
Because
Yeah. Look,
the symbols
supposed to be
actually have like Lady Silverhand's mark on it and Nevermember's mark on it too. Nevermember. I like saying it that way.
Oh yeah, then definitely we want as much clout as we can get.
So he
two
takes the
badges.
2 symbols and the letter, and he goes over to the second ship captain, and he shows the letter, and again the second ship captain looks back at you guys, then looks over at the third ship captain, like glances at him.
You guys are getting eye
just
fucked.
to see like where is this guy at? When he reads the letter, he's like, oh, and looks over at and then kind of like turns away from that ship captain with the letter, so he can't see it.
Suspicious of the third.
And then nods, and he moves over, and already the first ship captain is moving towards you guys. He hasn't even looked at the letter. He hasn't even looked at the symbols, but you can see that this guy pays attention to what's going on in the room. And he moves over towards you, and he says, "Duke Ravengard has sent you, I see."
Yeah, that's right. You must be Captain Kurth. Your fame precedes you.
Then you must be Nostogamus. Yours precedes you as well.
I'm like shocked that anybody knows who I am.
He nods. Ember, Squall, how is the rest of your party doing? You fared well this morning.
I think so.
At the bar, yeah, we knocked back a couple.
Drinking in the Cutlass is easy. Defending yourselves against the Arcane Brotherhood is another matter.
So was that
Twice
you?
now.
So you were watching us?
I was not. I was here all morning. However, you don't get to be the first ship captain without knowing a thing or two in Luskan.
Fair enough. I wouldn't expect to do anything in your town without you knowing about it.
Not much gets through my town without me knowing about it. Now, that reminds me, this letter, and he waves the second ship captain over, and doesn't even look at the letter, and says, "This is an interesting accusation that Ravengard has."
I'm afraid that you have the advantage of me. We haven't read the letter.
I see. Well, had you given it to the third High Captain, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation right now. He's being accused of allowing piracy to take place in Luskan by Ravengard.
Is he in
Once
league with the
criminal
Black Armada?
charges brought against him.
Has your network of information given you any collaborating evidence?
That they're pirates trying to get into Luskan or the Black Armada?
I was gonna say, is piracy even a crime in Luskan?
Yeah,
It's-
the Black Armada.
If it was, Captain Soljak would be out of business because he is in charge of piracy from Luskan. However, he is not allowed to bring in outside piracy from other cities. And that is what he's being accused of by Lord Ravengard. Duke Ravengard, excuse me.
So, and they're explaining this to us.
The
Squall
first captain is.
So Squall would say, so then perhaps the Black Armada is not welcome in Luskan.
No.
Very good.
No. They would
So-
be taking food from our plates.
So Ember going to cough, like he has a coughing fit, and sort of turn away a little bit.
Social distance.
And
I want to
use
wash my
the,
hands.
Bullshit.
touch the copper wire on his wrist and send a message out to Krell, just letting him know that the letter accused the third captain of being in league with the Black Armada. We are speaking with the first captain now.
So
All right.
the first captain says, "Please come into my private chambers." And you see his little bodyguard open a door and wave you towards a side entrance and out of the room, not the one you came in. I will join you in a moment. He hands you back the paper and the symbols.
Oh, I don't like this.
Can I do an insight? Do we see any kind of? Do we feel like we're being arrested or anything?
A little bit. You do feel like you're being detained for questioning. Like
I would expect that.
it looks like an office, though. I mean, it doesn't look like the interrogation room. It looks like an office when you look in there. It's like there's a big desk and like some shelves and all these little knickknacks and little plaques on the wall and stuff when you look in there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna start anything with the high captain. So yeah, I'll just go into the room.
Yeah. we're in
Ember's
no
gonna grab a
position.
drink and a couple snacks, and then head in there.
Stuff.
Hell, Squall just puts his arm around one of these serving women with a tray of drinks and just brings her
Walks-
right in the room. with
Walks her in. The Oriental fellow very adeptly stops her, grabs the tray from her without one little drink falling off or anything, hands you the tray, and then closes the door as you go in.
Okay. But
He
I've
says-
got the tray.
He says, "Private meeting." And she's like,
I'm
"Ooh."
gonna separate myself.
She's
from
just a
the
little
two
like,
just
"What
in
happened?
case.
My tray's gone." And you're holding a tray. You're like, "How the hell?" And you're like, "Whoa, give me a dex check. Acrobatics if you got it."
Oh shit! Fuck no. But I'll give you acrobatics.
So as the door closes, everyone in the outside of the hall in the main room hears as he spills the drinks, because
Alcohol abuse.
if 5 didn't cut the DC 10,
can tell by the look on your face, my last 4 rolls have all sucked, so it's time to change the dice.
So you're like, fuck. You
So I'll
just
set my stuff down.
a couple of them
walk
spilled on
over,
the
use
tray, so
prestidigitation.
so Squall just goes right over the tray. What do you do, Ember?
Ember's gonna set his stuff down and then walk over and use prestidigitation to clean it. Put all the broken glass back on the tray and then clean up the mess with his prestidigitation.
He's got like a little Hoover out, like opens the door and hands it to the Asian guy. Closes the door back.
Does shape water work on alcohol?
It's not very strong, so maybe the alcohol doesn't get put back, but the water might. I don't know. Are you?
Hey,
What are you gonna
instant
shape it
distillation.
into? What are you gonna
What?
shape
Oh, I
it
was
into?
just thinking I could help Squall finish up what's on the tray so he doesn't miss any.
So as you guys look around this room, it's in prestigious shape, and to you guys, you're like, everybody give me an investigation. I'm not saying you're going through the desk, but you guys are kind of looking around, getting a good feel for things here. All right, so Squall and Ember, Nostogamus, you're like, whatever. Yeah, like, I'm playing with this. You're playing with the water on the tray and shit. You're like waving it back and forth or whatever. But Squall, especially Ember, you get the impression that this office is staged. It's not like, it doesn't look like it's used. It looks like it's a stage. Things are like, they seem, you know, out of, not out of place, but too perfect in place. You know what I mean?
So I'll look over to Ember. Looks over to Nystagmus. Does something seem off about this office?
Like,
Yeah.
if you could imagine like the highest ranking person in Luskin, you would expect there would be like lots of paperwork and all kind. It looks like it's, you know, there's no papers on the desk hardly. There's plaques on the wall. There's little accomplishments and achievements and stuff. But
Is there a
Door
window?
into another office?
no, this is like an internal room. Do you guys like move about the room and stuff, or?
Absolutely, because I'm thinking that there might be another private office beyond this one.
I'm going to look for any signs of like a gas trap or something, holes in the wall or things where people might be looking in.
That's a pretty good idea. I didn't think of that. No, I'm kidding. Well, Squall, you're the only one that's got high enough passive perception to notice that there is a secret door behind the desk.
So
It's like you can see that some of the paneling looks like it would push in and slide sideways.
So I'll look at these two and kind of give them some ranger signals.
The hell does that mean? Yeah. No, that's it. I don't have anything else to add.
I love having cameras. So you guys see Squall doing that, whatever he's doing there. Take it as what you may.
Finally, I just turn around and push on this thing and try to open it.
Okay, so it does it slips in. It makes it like a little clink when you push it in, and then on its own it kind of pulls to the side.
And then I back away from it.
Yeah, you're like, whew. And what it
Perhaps
is
this
it's a
was
little
test.
room inside, and there are inside of a little case, like mounted on the side of the wall, is a suit of armor and some a little weapons rack. And then next to that is a tightly wound stone staircase that leads down.
Well,
I-
I don't want to go in there without him. I mean,
That's what you see.
Yeah, I say we just shut it and wait
And
a
it's
little.
there's no light in here. There's no, it's dark when you look down the ladder, so the light
no sense in shutting.
shines in from up top. There's lanterns and stuff in here that shines in so you can see the armor. But the stairs, there's no lighting that is lit down that way, so you can't really see down the stairs.
I will send another message out to Krell.
I didn't play
We've
any
been
sounds.
told to wait for
That
the
was my voice.
captain.
What's
We've been
that?
told to wait for the captain. Sending a message to Krell. We've been told to wait for the captain. We are in his office. There is a secret door leading down. We still await him.
Can you get a reply? You have
Yes.
not gotten any reply.
Has Krell received a message?
He doesn't know if you have or not.
I would know if I have.
Right, but if I tell you if you have or not, then he's gonna know, right?
Right.
But when I cast shape water in here, it worked, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like we're in an anti-magic field, but there could be something potentially blocking the spell from getting out.
Do you like try to figure it out? Stuff? I mean, your character wouldn't have any suspicion, right?
Yeah, I've cast message a bunch of times and they've never responded. So I don't think that he would have any reason
Yeah.
to suspect anything was wrong. At least not yet.
I'm a bit of a bird brain. I may not respond.
How do you bring up who you can message in
They have
chat?
to be within 120 feet.
No, in chat.
And oh,
Oh, I can just do it up top, right? That's right. Whisper.
Yeah, right. Click on a portrait. You can in 5e. It doesn't work that way in Savage Worlds, which I find lacking.
yeah, you had to hit /W and then space and then type their
No,
start
you
typing
just
their name.
right click on the name up top and hit whisper.
That works too. Or type it in and drag it to their face.
Yeah, but when you got it, Krell, quote, eagle eyes, quote, semicolon, 15-foot, it's kind of a pain in the ass to type. Now, if it was Ember, that would be pretty easy. I was typing Krell. Of course it didn't do it. But I thought if you started typing, it brought it up somehow.
You hit tab.
Tab?
Like, yeah, /WK, and it should just whisper to Krell because he's the only one who begins with a K.
Oh, there it goes. K. Okay, yeah. So /W space K tab, and then it brought up Krell. Okay, cool. I knew there was a way. I just don't do it enough. Because I have like voice chat, and I can say no, yes. All right, so you can hear his voice outside the door now, and you guys are like looking in this little secret room.
Could we hear his voice before, or does it sound suddenly like raised?
It
when we
sounds
open
like
the door?
he's just gotten closer to the door. Like, well, I have some people to attend to, so I'll be in my office. That kind of. You can hear him outside the door, getting ready to come into the room as you guys are
Close
standing
the
around
door. No,
looking
close
in
door.
the secret compartment. You're like, oh shit, trying to figure it out. Give me a thieves' tools. Do you have thieves' tools?
No.
Oh.
No. I don't.
How about
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand would be fine. That's good enough.
Not the most.
All right, that's good enough. So you find the little lever to release the door so it closes again. It's kind of a little button you gotta press, like you're like, and as soon as the little secret door goes, and the paneling pops back out, the door opens, and the first captain walks in. He says, "Gentlemen,
Sir.
sorry to keep you waiting. I am Benigo Kurth, first captain of Luskan. I welcome you to my fair city."
Thanks, sir.
He moves around and sits down at the desk, which clearly the chair is too short for him. The desk is like kind of up to here. I mean, he's tall too, and this chair is like not the right chair or something. You don't know what's going on. But he's sitting at the desk. If he had to write a letter, he would have his arms up like this. So something's odd about this desk. And he says, "We have a predicament.
A conundrum.
But I am glad you brought this to my attention. I will start an investigation immediately, and I will have papers drawn up to give to Duke Ravengard before you leave the palace. What is it that I can do for you while you're in Luskan, and why is it that you've attracted the attention of the Lord's Alliance? I mean, the Arcane Brotherhood."
Well, that's probably what he could do for us, is help us find out why we've attracted their attention.
I mean, he does look at you like, it's kind of a little obvious why they might take an interest in you guys, because none of you are human, and none of you wear a ship symbol on you.
If I was a gambling man, and I am, I would say that the Arcane Brotherhood is in alignment with the Black Armada. Who else would want to prevent us from reaching our destination here? And nothing else makes any sense.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember something. Did we see people around town wearing the symbol of the Kraken, or was that the other captain whose name I can't remember now, or the other gentleman? Did he tell us that there are people around town wearing that symbol?
He says that they have seen that symbol in Luskan. No, you guys didn't see anyone blatantly walking around town with it, no.
What did we bring that Archer prisoner with us? She didn't really know anything, did?
I think you turned her over to the guards, didn't you?
Yeah.
After we
Roughed her up
cleared
for a
her.
little bit and then handed her off.
So he's fumbling around, and he says, "So, are you members of the Lord's Alliance?" Gorgio, kill her.
Kill her. Finish her. No, we would not be members of the Lord's Alliance. No.
No, we just helped them out. And unless you guys stop me, I'm going to tell him about the attacks on the three cities, and that we did our best to help out.
Should we tell him about the Githyanki and the squid heads?
The Lord's Alliance may be the reason the Arcane Brotherhood is tracking you. They are opposed to the Lord's Alliance coming into Luskan. greatly.
We also have reason to believe we are being scried upon.
Mm.
Yeah, I wonder who that could have been. The guy that
Are you
saw
guys
everything.
are you guys holding the Lord's Alliance symbols in your hands?
I don't think I'd still be holding it after I
No.
showed
So
it.
he doesn't look at them.
What do you mean? He doesn't.
Well, if you're not holding them, he can't look at them now, can he?
Oh,
Arcane Brotherhood may be tracking those. Oh, sorry, I'm not there.
He like turns and you can hear his like he has like soft-toed shoes, like real nice like plush soft-toed shoes on, and he turns and you can hear his toes like whack on the leg of the desk, and he mumbles something in his under his breath.
well, if you've got a more comfortable place that we could discuss this.
Oh, this is perfectly comfortable. Do you guys feel awkward?
No, we don't. Never mind.
He's like, do you guys feel awkward? Smack. You know, like he's not used to the leg being there. You know what I mean?
Does
Yeah.
your dad know you're in here? I don't say that.
That's kind of how he looks. But he's a tall guy. He's like 6'2", 6'3". He's so. Anything else I can do for you?
You said they gave us back the letter?
The letter's laying on the desk.
I would like to read it if I haven't already.
Well, I didn't actually
Is
type
there
it up, but
anything-
it's just. Let's see.
Is there anything of note that they haven't mentioned?
It says, please kill the bearers of this letter.
Yeah, the letter specifies that it doesn't like call out the third high captain, but it says that your captain that's in charge of piracy may not be uh, upholding the principles of Luskan and allowing outside piracy to take place in Luskan. So they didn't specify that high captain, like Duke Ravengard may not know what job titles each captain has. So he just called out whoever's in charge of that. So it didn't specifically, but the high captains know that that's the guy in charge of it, you know. So that's why they looked at him and stuff. So, but it's kind of already in the quest there. I mean, it just spells it out a little clearer in the letter. It's kind of a purple herring. It's not quite red. Just I mean, it's just clarifying some stuff, but what are you guys gonna do about it? What can you do about it? When you okay, let's go kill him. I mean, you guys could go question him if you want, but I don't know if that's gonna get you anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, he did say that he was going to write us a letter to take back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
but
about the
it's gonna
most
be
we can-
it's gonna be another sealed letter to give to Duke Ravengard. So
But we've accomplished, like, I feel
You-
like
you-
what we came here to accomplish.
you accomplished your 3 quests. You came here. You found out that no, as far as the ship captains go, unless the third ship captain is doing something against the other 3, the other 4, that they're not allowing the piracy to take place here. So, you know, it's not Luskan that's doing this piracy. Is you don't think, you know, in the your initial, unless this guy's a good liar, you don't think anything's going on.
So we've been in here and with this guy for a little while. Can I try to get just a general read on him, like his demeanor? Is he being straight with us? Does he seem like nervous or at ease, or just kind of a general feeling?
He gets like somebody comes and he has to step out of the room for a minute, and so he walks out into that other room real quick. So it gives you guys a couple of minutes to talk amongst yourselves. So you guys can, put your heads together and discuss if you think he's being honest and stuff. So what I'm going to allow is one person to roll an insight, and the other two are going to give him advantage on that, since you guys can sit and talk to it. So whoever you want, whoever has the best insight can roll it with advantage.
That would probably be me.
Ember can do it. He has +0.
Yeah, I got +2.
I got a +7.
Why are you here?
I didn't think they would like pirates in there.
They love pirates.
So not a spectacular insight check, but fair enough that you kind of get the impression that the main thing that you guys pick up on is he's trying to cover up an accent, or common isn't his native language. There's something. And then when he smacked his
that's
toe,
not
he
happening.
said something in a different language. Now you guys don't understand the language. None of you, because obviously you don't speak the language. But he cursed in a different language, which isn't. He's human. So you guys picked up on that a little bit. That
Or he appears human anyway.
he looks human to you guys. I mean. Lots and lots of makeup.
So this guy's 6 foot something tall, huh?
Yeah.
But he's a giant.
I'll just
That
say,
desk
oh,
is
you're
so-
a tall feller, aren't you? And I'll reach out and pat him on top of the head.
I guess no one in the party understands that because I put that in chat. So it's definitely a language that no one in the party speaks. So it wasn't just you three. So if that helps you. So about, I don't know, 5 minutes later, he comes back in and he says, "Gentlemen, we're about to move down to the assembly hall," and shakes his head, "and I have to deal with these commoners."
These what?
He stopped himself from saying something. I suggest that if you don't want the Arcane Brotherhood poking at you again, that perhaps you should return to the blanket of the Lord's Alliance.
Return from whence we came. We get the message.
Unless, of course, you have a grudge, then we can have another meeting. And he winks
I would
at you.
say that the crazy bird that's with us out there, the bird man, absolutely plumb fucking crazy. And he's not going to let us leave here without getting tit for tat. You know what I mean? So perhaps we should meet later. Yeah? Drinks? We'll buy dinner.
I would love to have dinner with you. Perhaps I could send an associate of mine to meet with you. You know, me meeting with you for dinner may be a little obvious since I am the High Captain.
Oh, that works for you. Who should we expect?
Hmm.
We're staying at One Eyed Jack's. It's a decent plate of food.
So I'll do a minor illusion of the Asian guy, martial arts monk person.
Hmm.
Is this the one? Is he your second?
No, the individual that you'll be meeting with is Captain Jandalaya
Gentleman, yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Belkir.
Of course, you already knew we were staying at One Eyed Jack's, didn't you?
Not much goes in Luskin that I don't know about.
All right. So Squall's standing next to him, kind of stretches out and says, "Well, maybe we catch a little catnap before dinner." And accidentally touch the top of his head.
Trying to break an illusion, are you? His illusion is a little stronger than that. However, since you think he's got an illusion and you're touching him, give me a perception check. Fair enough. He says, where I'm from, that could get you killed.
Yeah, that's
And he
where I'm
and
from,
he
too.
drops his
Dark.
illusion for a blink of a second. And you can see the pointy-eared, light hair, gray skin of a drow.
Well,
Now, in this world or in your setting, are all drow necessarily evil?
What? They were born evil and they grew up evil and they live in an evil society? Pretty much, yeah. But are
I
all
would.
drow evil? No, I do think there's about 35 novels based on a drow that is not evil called Drizzt Do'Urden. And particularly in the city of Luskan and all up and down the Sword Coast, his name has been around for probably, what, 2 centuries now? But that is not Drizzt Do'Urden.
No, but as he drops this illusion for just that split second, I'll look at him and I'll just smile and I'll say, "Well, it seems that there's a certain level of trust here, so I guess we'll extend the same." And we look forward to meeting your associate for dinner.
Tell my boss I
Captain.
said hello.
Yeah. Okay.
And he leaves it at that.
Nystagmus, shall we go? There's ale to be drank and wenches to pinch.
Yeah. Nothing left to do here.
Thank you, Captain.
It's a pleasure.
Oh, the pleasure's all on this side of the room.
He says, don't forget, if you come across any of the Arcane Brotherhood, mages. We're trying to find out which one is working with the Kraken Society.
So you think it's just one behind all this? Maybe not an entire faction. The colors.
The
We're to
Arcane
understand
Brotherhood
something
wouldn't,
about the colors.
as a general rule, wouldn't have anything to do with the underwater going-ons in the sea. They're more about magic and land. For example, they tried to take over Bryn Shander so they can collect up black ice from the Crystal Shard. Supposedly, they have been experimenting with this within the tower.
We have defeated one of their mages already. And I'll bring out the spell book and look at the name. Tell them the name.
This is
But
a
she was
street
a-
mage.
Lower level.
Yeah, this is one of their street mages.
We've had two of them now, right? There was the one flipping fireballs
Mhm.
at the
Yeah,
docks.
the ones he's talking about are archmages.
Okay.
Does he have any leads or other information he could impart on us that might help us track down the one that we're looking for?
The only lead they have is they know that most likely the individual. Now the Arcane Brotherhood operates out of many different areas. It's not just out of Luskan. There's a he says the Over Wizard of the West is in Neverwinter. I mean the but we suspect that the one that's working with the Kraken would be from a port city.
Would make sense.
So I mean, there's what is there? 5 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So and they're all from 5 different cities. So this is a long-term kind of thing that you guys just got to keep in the back of your head that if you come across somebody in a port that either has the Kraken Society and is blasting you with spells, or is the Arcane Brotherhood with some Kraken people, then the Brigand the Earth is interested. Let's put it that way. And if you guys do any research at all on Drow and Luskan, you'll find out soon enough who Brigand the Earth is, and
Brigandarth.
yeah, and how
so-
far their reach really is.
And if we ever do find that, you remember that undead thing that's going to come after us in a year? We can always
yeah.
blame that archmage. He's the one who
He's
stole
got
your
the staff. He's got your staff. We saw it. He's wielding it.
He's wielding your staff, and he's a powerful archmage now. You better run.
I'll
Go
get my
ahead.
vengeance on thee.
Squall would definitely look at the high captain here and say, the first captain, and say, we travel far and wide,
Mm.
and perhaps you've got a way that we can get word to you quickly. But, think about it. And we'll discuss that with your representative tonight over dinner.
That would be an interesting thing to bring up to. He hesitates for a second, and then he says, Jalandon. Like he had to think about what his name is.
Yeah, that's funny.
Jarl Landon? What?
Jalandon
Jar
Belkier.
Yeah.
Captain Jalandon Belkier. I don't know if I'm saying this guy's name right, but you guys can try it. Oh, let me get rid of that language since no one understands it anyways. I was hoping to give you guys a
Over.
Jalandon Belkier. It's pretty close, right?
You're the DM. However you say it works.
Yeah.
Captain J.
Captain JB. All right, so you guys dip out.
Yeah, and
Who-
I'll tell Ember and the Nystagmus, say, now, if I get into my cups tonight, remember we got to ask him for some kind of communication, something or another. I'll grab one more glass of wine on the way out the door.
You guys, is there anything in Luskin that you guys want or need to do?
Not really, other than meet with him tonight, I guess. Get a good night's sleep, get the flock out of here like a good shepherd.
You
We go start a
need any?
Sneak
Start
up on street mages and assassinate them.
Yeah.
start a
Arcane
bar
Brotherhood.
brawl.
Well, you
Some
think after
illusion
that
scroll.
last meeting they're gonna have to send, a bigger hit squad. That was a big hit squad too, and you guys freaking. I mean, it was a pretty tough fight, but you guys did well.
I would like
I don't know.
Ember wants to find some illusion scrolls.
Like a
Illusion
mass
scrolls.
disguise self scroll. Make the whole party look human.
Phantasmal Killer, Greater Invisibility, Major Image, Fear, Blur.
I think I would allow you to find 2 second level illusion scrolls easy. What's the cost of those? I mean, just in wandering around the street before you guys get to dinner, Do. Any particular scroll second level that you're looking for?
I'll take Blur and Magic Mouth, please.
What's
I'd like to try to pick up a couple of scrolls too, if I can.
Yeah, same with you. 2 second level or first level, whatever you want. $250.
$250 a piece for the scrolls?
Yep.
Not a problem.
And you guys do a little shopping. Most of your shopping's probably around the Southgate area, Captain's Courts, the upper end. Once you leave the Captain's Court, through that gate that you guys came in, you're not going to find anything of that value down, into the main area down there where Cutlass is at and all that kind of stuff. But you guys are going back up to One-Eyed Jack's, so you don't even have to go back down that way. And you make it back to One-Eyed Jack's, and later that evening, anybody want to try their luck with Brutus again?
Come on, Krell, you got him this time.
Nah.
That's why that now you understand why that
If it's
diamond,
at 30 paces,
that diamond
sure.
looks like that diamond's been there a while.
Yeah.
If it's ranged weapons at 30 paces, sure.
Matter of fact,
Probably kill him in the first round.
I'll also allow the rest of you to get a couple of potions if you want in
Yeah, I
town.
was gonna see if there's any potions of greater healing. Bought out.
Yeah, you can pick up 2 potions of greater healing for the 250 each a piece. Is that right? Let me double check my. Yeah. Yep. 250 a piece. So you guys do a little shopping. You get back to One Eye Jack's, and you meet with who goes by Captain Jalanda Belkir, but you're soon gonna discover that that is not his name.
Who can it be now?
Who can it be now?
Okay, so I'll take a scroll of Zone of Truth.
Nice.
And do scrolls that cast spells that require concentration still require concentration, I guess, don't they?
Yep. It just allows you to cast the spell without burning spell component. You still have to concentrate or whatever.
And yeah, except you don't have to memorize it, so it kind of frees you up for that. And a scroll of locate object.
Nice.
So you want me to just make those, or do you want to?
I can give them to you. Do you got who needs what? Scroll.
Scroll of Zone of Truth and scroll of locate object for 500 Alex. Okay.
Scroll of Zone of Truth for Squall. Of course, I have to find it and ID it for you. Elegant Scroll. What was the other one?
That's locate object. Thank you, sir.
Anybody else need DM help?
Can I get a scroll of comprehend languages?
Ooh.
No, that's only first level. So
Oh yeah, that's only
is that less?
40 gold.
Oh yeah, do that.
So we can talk to him before we kill him. I like that.
Yeah, I gotta know.
Before we bash their head in.
I want to know specifically what they're begging for. You know?
Anybody else? No.
Is comprehend languages a ritual?
Yes.
Yeah, I could probably.
Well, not from a scroll. It's not.
No, and it's a.
It'd be kind of silly to use it
available
as a
immediately.
ritual. I got
Yeah.
10 minutes and it goes poof. I don't know.
Don't say anything for 10 minutes while I do my ritual, man, and then I can understand you.
And is it only self?
Yes.
If you have the means to pick up another one, I can learn it and we'll be able to use it as a ritual whenever we need to.
Oh, that's even better. I'll just go ahead and buy a second one, though.
So
and
just
give
change
it...
the quality to 2.
Okay,
Make it easy.
And
Then
then
you could
I'll,
drag one into the party sheet. I think it'll
sounds
let
good.
you do that, right? Should,
I'll
right?
try it.
Can I
I
pick a
don't really
couple
need
of?
it. I just burn them up anyway after I transcribe them into my spellbook. So
That's true. Well, you need the time to do that, but you might
Can
have
I
time
pick up
tonight.
potions of greater healing?
Yeah. Do you need them, or
I can buy 2.
do you need them on your sheet?
No, I've got it. I just need.
Okay.
I'll just change the quantity.
Yep. There you go. All right. So
Just need to pick up some arrows real quick.
So you guys meet back at One-Eyed Jack's, and this time, after your initial meeting with Captain blah blah blah, the meeting turns a little darker as he drops his disguise and he introduces himself takes off his big wide brim hat with a feather sticking out of it and gives a low diving and touching the floor with his hat bow to you guys and introduces himself as Jiraxel Bonray, the leader of the Brotherhood of Drow mercenaries and rogues called Brigand the Earth. And he tells you that the reason he is interested in your mission is he's been trying to bring Luskan into the Lord's Alliance, but the city of Sales has such an unsavory reputation and little to offer that most Alliance members won't allow it. But he's been trying. Especially since the Alliance has lost 2 of their members as of recently, which are Everlund and Sundabar. But with this newfound knowledge that your characters have found out, what are your reactions sitting in this little back room of One-Eyed Jack's with probably one of the most dangerous people on the planet?
Do I know who he is? I mean, I do. Just my character.
I would think you probably, if you know of anything to do about the Drow, you would know his name. You might not know the specifics of it, but they've been in every city on the surface in the last couple hundred years, anyways. And now you're finding out that in some form or another, he's running this city. You don't see a lot of Drow openly. I mean, there's a few that you saw sitting in the inn or in the tavern. That now that you see them, you can tell that they're not just patrons; they're freaking guards. Now that you've put 2 to 2 together. So with the newfound buddy,
Friendly acquaintance.
he's friendly. You're not sure he's an acquaintance, though. Does any of your characters have any
Squall wouldn't know who he was.
any run-ins with Drow? I mean, you guys are pirates and ship people. The Drow usually aren't too interested in what takes
Not too many
place,
Drow pirate ships.
right? I mean, there's not too many of them, that's for sure. There is a couple though in Luskan. I mean, out of
They must
character,
sail at night.
out of character. There's a submarine, so I mean,
Well, that's the whole thing, though. A Drow pirate ship, they would be at severe disadvantage in the daytime
Yep.
because they all have sunlight sensitivity. And at night, it sucks because most ship battles take place at farther than 120 feet, which their dark vision is. So they'd have no advantage in piracy. But a submarine is a whole different matter.
yeah, exactly. But your characters don't know that. So I'm gonna give you guys about 10 minutes to get a drink, take a pee, and think of anything you guys want to talk to this guy about. Obviously, he's interested in what you have to say, or he wouldn't be having a meeting with you and telling you who he is. But
Can you introduce us to Dritz, dude?
yeah, yeah, that'd be a good thing. That'd be a good thing to say.
An autograph?
But stream, we're gonna
Can
take
you-
a 10-minute break. Some of us have weak bladders, and some of us need to refill our drinks. But we'll be
Popcorn.
back in just a little bit. So don't go away.
You say either ask him to introduce us to Dritz or to
All right, we're back. Nice little break. Anybody still in chat? Did we lose everybody? No, there's still a few people out there hanging out. All right, so One-Eyed Jack's Drexel. So you guys feel like you're missing something, huh? Like you don't know where to do, what to go, where to go, kind of thing. So let's have a little powwow then. DM to players. What do you guys? What is your characters? What do you think your characters want to do? I mean, what would be their goal? What do you think they would be interested in doing after this?
Well, we know about this Illithid threat, so that would be something long term that we're looking to try to get rid of.
And
That,
where is that?
as far as Ember is concerned, is more important than anything else. These other human cities are nice if I can help them out, but the Illithid threat could take over the world.
So
And
how
that
do,
would
how do
be
you?
to the northeast, you said.
Krill?
Krell would be most interested in trying to isolate, hunt down, and slaughter Black Armada. He's a pirate hunter by trade, and that's where he would want to focus on.
So like all of them, or I mean, you're
I mean,
under the
obviously, you're not
impression
going
that
to take them on.
there's dozens, if not hundreds of ships involved all of a sudden.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not talking about taking them all on at once, but
Maybe
filtering down the list of usable ships.
trying to figure out the connection between the Kraken Society, the Black Armada, and the stupid magus.
Right.
Does any of your characters have any information on the Black Armada?
No, but they're tied in with. I mean, those Illithids, their head looks like the damn Kraken Society symbol. I mean, to Squall, that's the connection, you know. But to Squall, he's after what he wants is fame and wealth because he's grown up on the sea, uh, and he's seen from the lowly cook on the ship or you know, all the way up to the people like the high captains here, and that's what he wants: fame and wealth. So if that means tracking down pirates, if it means saving the world, I mean, he's an
Yeah, so
18-year-old kid. So
what's the tie-in between the Black Armada and the Squid Heads?
it's there, I'm telling you.
What about Nostogamus?
Yeah, I think he's probably worried about this Illithid threat more than anything. That seems like maybe not the most immediate, but the most dangerous overall.
I think if you find one, you find the other.
So
That's what
and Ember and Caesar. What about you two? What about what about their?
That's what I'm saying. Scuzz are kind of trying to tie together all the pieces between the Black Armada.
So you guys know,
wizards.
Off the island of Gurnderland, there was a crashed ship that had Ithlid on it in the water, and not far from there, the Shahagan are acting strange. And now you're finding out that there's a pirate, the Black Armada, that has become extremely active in this area. Then you also found out that the Kraken Society is kind of intertwined into all this. And now
And
you're
we know that
finding out,
Sahagin is helping the pirates.
and now you're finding out that there's a possibility, a strong possibility, that the Kraken Society has infiltrated the Arcane Brotherhood.
And the High Captains too, if one of them's in league with them.
Well, you don't think that's the case. Your characters don't think that, unless the one individual is going against the other four, which you think will solve itself pretty quickly. Right? I mean, you just told
Pretty much.
Jar Axel that this guy might be in league with the Black Armada. So, problem solved.
He'll figure it out. If he is, he'll be gone.
And Jar Axel has told you that if you find out who it is that's in manipulating the Arcane Brotherhood, he'll take care of that too. So you have an extremely powerful ally that you can call on, and getting some kind of communication device from him is probably not a bad idea. So what do we have in the world of D&D that's easy for you guys to communicate? What is it, a rod of sending or
Sending
something?
stone?
Sending stones?
Sending stones. Yep.
I think that's
Like
fair
Cloud9.
enough that you guys should be able to get a sending stone. It's two-way communication too, right? Let's take a look.
He would have the other one.
It's a
Jarlaxle would
sending
have the
bowling
other.
ball.
Sending stones. All right, so it's a pretty inexpensive item. Sending stone come in pairs with each smooth. Blah, 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 blah. So you cast the spell Sending, which is a 3rd level evocation. Short message, 25 words or less, to a creature with who you are familiar. The creature hears the message. It is in his mind recognizes you as a sender if it knows you, and can answer in the manner immediately. The spell enables creatures with an intelligence score of at least 1 to understand. You can send the message across any distance or even other planes of existence. So yeah, golden. So who wants the sending stone? I'm gonna put it on your character sheet. Who wants to carry it?
We can give it to Nystagmus. He's our mouthpiece.
You
Scuzzer
residential
would probably
yacker.
sell it.
What a dick.
Yeah, Ember would waste half the 25 words. Hello, hello. This is a sending stone. This is Ember. Hello,
Test.
hello.
1, 2.
Okay.
Is this Mike on?
Are you there?
As a character, Krell wouldn't grasp the seriousness of the Illithid threat, which is why he'd focus on the pirates. Out of character, I'm starting to think that maybe there was more than just regular Illithids on that ship. This seems too big for a group of straight up Illithids, and I'm wondering if one of their like elder brain things wasn't on there and is coordinating.
Well, you guys also
Shit.
have the impression that what you guys found was part of a ship, not the whole thing. It was a broken part of what is called a what are they called, a nanoloid, or what are those things called? It was part of one
Nanoloid?
of those, yeah.
That was just the hatching chamber,
Right.
the little squid babies.
Little tadpoles.
So
No.
if you guys had to take a path, what would that path be? I mean, you're gonna go swimming around looking for the rest of the ship in the water? No, I mean that's pretty not. I mean, Nostagamus probably. I'm okay with that, but I guess
We
What's
also
our
got that
idea?
kidnapped mage.
you
The
got a
kidnapped mage from Baldur's Gate.
kidnapped mage from Baldur's Gate.
From Candlekeep, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean,
no.
well, that's the other thing that's taken place is there's raids on city and people are being taken, and certain people have been taken. You don't know why they were
Let's go
taken.
find these damn pirates. Takes one to know one. Squall looks right at Scuzzer.
So we should ask this drow if he knows of anything having to do with the Illithids,
He-
and if it has there been an uprising in the underworld for recently, perhaps, and then also has there been any key people kidnapped from Luskin?
No, he doesn't know anything about the Ithlids. I mean, he knows of the Ithlids and he has dealt with them many, many times because he is from the Underdark and the Mind Flayers
Right.
are also from the Underdark. But he can tell you that the cities that are still existing in the Underdark that have Mind Flayers on it have not shown any odd activities. So he doesn't think
Well, I figure
that
from
it's
space.
the Mind Fly right. He doesn't think it's Mind Flayers from the Underdark. Um, what was the other question?
Have any key people been missing in Luskin?
Not that he knows of. However, I mean, he knows of key people that are missing, but that's because he had
They were
something to
taken
do
out.
with it. So, but are there people missing that he didn't want to go missing? No, he doesn't. He doesn't think so. Now, are there people that are acting differently in the town? Absolutely. Are there things not going normal? Absolutely. Things are really very different. People, certain people, different people are acting different. Especially members of the Arcane Brotherhood, one of the more powerful magical people on the Sword Coast, you know, the magical group on the
Okay.
Sword Coast.
How about this? Here's an idea. Uh, what if we, because none of us are rogues, we really need somebody who can make a connection, who knows the inner workings of the city, that can make a connection between that High Captain number 3 and some arcane wizard at the host tower. There's there's must be a connection there, and we need to see if we can find that connection because
Well,
if
you
that
have
connection,
probably the best rogue on the Sword Coast talking to you right now and saying he
exactly.
doesn't know the connection.
Okay, so no way to trail people,
Yeah,
put
but
tail on them, and yeah, okay. Well, let's. I don't know. I'm at a loss.
I mean his reach is pretty broad, but you know, to track people in different cities across the Sword Coast is a little hard. So basically, the mission that he's given you is a primer. You know, is something from down is for down the line. It's not something you're gonna find right now unless you miraculously go, yeah, let's start in this city and ask this person, and then you know. It would be throwing a dart at a dartboard, and you luck out and get the right city and the right arcane wizard, and you find out shit. You know what I mean? But the path that you guys are talking about going down is which path? Which path do you want to? You want to? Obviously, Krell wants to go after pirates.
That's what I was
He's a,
thinking.
he's the only one that's mentioned anything about the things that have been presented to you. Pirates. Let's go kill pirates. But you're just gonna like take Voyager around and try to find Black Armada flags and start blasting them? Is that your goal
No,
here?
we gotta take prisoners. We gotta take prisoners and find out where they're coming out of. Where they're holed
Interrogate
up. They got a
captains.
wizard. Yeah, yeah.
What about do you guys remember when on our way up here to Luskin, we were attacked by that ship flying the Black Armada flag, right? And
Yeah.
on that ship, there was a noble who had a ring identifying him as a member of the Lord's Alliance. Maybe that's something we should look into.
Mm. He was a
Yeah,
dwarf.
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, let's
that's
ask
the one I wish we'd have.
Jarlaxle.
If he knows of any noble dwarves that
Yeah,
are members of the Lord's Alliance, he could probably give you a list of 15, 20 people. But he
what
could
was the ship?
research if anyone's gone missing.
Yeah.
Any nobles?
Yeah, any nobles of members of the Lord Alliance, dwarven nobles, ship kind of people that have gone missing. He can do some research on it. I mean, it's not something he can, find out in a day, but give him a week or something or a 10-day, and he can definitely probably come up with the answer.
Yeah, he can just send it to us on our Bluetooth now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, he
be all
can
set.
he can make a phone. He can text you. He can text you.
Do you think
Send you a
doing
voicemail.
any carousing down here on the waterfront in Luskin would, other than possibly get us in a fight, which I don't think we're too worried about. Do you think that we would gain any information down there?
Information on.
The Black Armada.
Well, the kind of the thing that you're noticing right now is Luskin is doing a good job right now of keeping the Black Armada out of the city. However, they do suspect that the Arcane Brotherhood may be trying to let them infiltrate Luskin. And that's why Jiraxel is trying to find out who in the Arcane Brotherhood is associated with the Kraken Society, because supposedly the Kraken Society and the Black Armada are in cahoots.
So there were what, 5? You said, head mage people for the Arcane Brotherhood.
Yeah.
We could try and go visit each one, not maybe approach them directly, but to the locations where each one is situated and see if we can't find some more information on each one individually where they're at. They're not all in Luskin, right?
No. Not at all. Those are the 5.
Yeah, they are, the Over Wizard of the West is over in Never.
Is that Neverwinter?
Mm-hmm.
And Kashan the Red was
I believe the Over Wizard of the West is the only one that we've been told where he is.
oh, okay.
So the red is Luskin and the host tower. The white is Neverwinter. The blue is Dorgan's Hole.
Where the heck is that?
I have to pull
I
the
assume
map
it's
up.
somewhere far south.
The gray is Baldur's Gate, and the Overwizard of the North is Port Last. And then there's 2 notable members of the Brotherhood that aren't, there's the Valish the Brown and Macath the Crimson. but they're
Where
not.
Port
was,
They're
Last is close. That's just a little bit south of Luskin.
where was Kashan the Red, Archmage, Arcane?
Luskin.
Here.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of seeing if we can talk to them. Hopefully, they don't just try to kill us.
Yeah, I mean, Port Lass is kind of on your way to Neverwinter. Where the hell is
So we could talk
Durgan's
to
Hole?
Kashan and then hit Port Last and Neverwinter in turn and just kind of work our way through.
Of course, Baldur's Gate's way on down south. Where the hell is Dargan's Hole?
Hole or hold? Dargan, Dargan.
It's in Icewind Dale.
Oh hell, that's farther north. Oh, Dugan's Hole.
According to Forgotten Realms wiki, Dugan's Hole is the smallest of the 10 towns in Icewind Dale.
Oh yeah, Icewind Dale. It says it right here.
Is that Druette the Raven?
It's on the Red Waters.
The blue is in Dugan's Hole.
Wait, the Overwizard of the South is in the north
Yep,
in Icewind Dale? Okay.
yep. And he's got a Staff of the Frost. I don't understand it. I don't get it. You've been ousted, bitch. Sent to the Alaska. You go to Alaska.
He's like these banished Antarctica.
Well, we also know what island they took that wizard to, or the guy from Candle Keep. I forgot what island it was, but we found it. That was the Black Armada and the Kraken people.
What time of the year is it?
I think it was the islands west of Gunderlin.
It is the 6th day of Myrtle, 1491.
Well, let me ask this: what's the season?
Well, what month is Myrtle? And I'll tell you.
Good question.
Let's see. We got. Well, just past spring, so it's getting close to summertime.
Ideal time to go to Dale if there is one.
Well, Icewind Dale would be a nice little land track for you, that's for sure. I mean, I guess you could sail up to what's that port up there? Fireshear? I mean, Luskin would be the place to leave to go to Icewind Dale unless you sailed around to Fireshear. Fireshear probably this time of year isn't iced over, but it's like a little fishing village, really. It's in a mine. Fireshear is like mining village and a fishing village. But there is a pass and caravans that leave out of Luskin going to Bryn Shander all the time.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm thinking we check out the guy here in Luskin and then hit Port Last and then Neverwinter and see what we can gather there. That's 3 out of the 5.
Well, you do have to return to Neverwinter because you guys have a letter from the fake captain to give
Right, so it's on our way.
Raven Guard saying, the letter pretty much says that Luskin has not been allowing the Black Armada into the city.
Yeah, but the the guy
Debunking
that
his
accused
claims.
him, the guy that accused him was from Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, that's
Duke
right.
Ravengard.
Duke Ravengard is from Baldur's Gate. Well, that's even further south. So, I mean, you guys could spend the next 3-4 weeks on a ship, which
Yeah, so
which
if we got to go south, let's hit Port Last first.
We have been attacked here already, so what would we want to do as far as Kashan the Red? The Brotherhood here is already, we know they're negative toward us.
do you think they're negative towards you because of Lord's Alliance symbols that you guys are carrying?
Leave those on the ship. So,
But I think if it was this guy in Luskin, wouldn't Jaraxel already know?
He doesn't go inside to that tower. It looks like a claw sticking up out of the earth. Like High Captain or no High Captain, he's not allowed in there either,
especially if the dude's an archmage.
right?
Fuck it, let's go kick his ass.
Kick
Let's
his
go
ass,
beat the shit out of
Seabass.
him.
Let's have a long rest first.
All right, so you guys are going to spend the night here again, and I'll give you guys a long rest.
One-eyed Jacks.
One-eyed Jack. It's not too bad. It's better than the Cutlass.
Before we rest, I'm going to get Maticuri, Krell and Scuzzer and Stagmus down just outside in a little courtyard outside. I'm going to have Scuzzer stand about 20 feet away and Krell stand the other way with Stagmus and I in the center, and have them hand them each the other's arrow. I borrowed one earlier, and have them shoot into the post next to them. And when they do, when the arrow strikes, a little mouth appears on the arrow and says, "Thank you for letting me borrow your arrow. Keep this in mind, we can communicate this way." And I'll explain, I now know the magic mouth. I now know the magic mouth spell. And by the way, anytime this arrow strikes something, that message will go off indefinitely. But we can do this and communicate between ships. Anything within 600 feet that you two can fire an arrow at, we can do that. And we can communicate this way.
Could you cast it on a cannonball, and then we could shoot it half a mile?
I could, yes. It just takes 10 minutes.
Can you imagine being on a ship and a cannonball comes over and starts talking to you?
Surrender or die.
Thank you for fighting the voyage.
Well, it would only do it 50% of the time, right? Because ammunition in 5e breaks 50% of the time. So.
By the way, speaking of ammunition, let me open up the voyage here. We're doing okay. We've used 3 8-pounder cannonballs and 3 smoke powders, so we've got
And while we're there, I'll turn to Quell. Don't forget you can respond to the messages if I ever send you some, like we did, talking to the high captains.
What messages?
I sent you 3 messages while we were in speaking to the high captain, and you and Scuzzer were out here.
I heard nothing. Maybe Scuzzer was talking too loud.
So I'll take a couple steps back and just test it and see if it works. Do you hear this?
Where are you at when you do this?
We're
Outside?
outside the inn.
Yeah, it works fine.
Interesting. They must have some sort of anti-magic. But Nystagmus cast a spell, and I cast an illusion in there as well. So interesting.
They
Well,
just
you-
block scrying or
Or communications outside of the high captain's meeting, that might be kind of a something that probably happens often.
Yeah, I don't find it too surprising that they have some magical protections.
Dome of silence.
So, are we done? Can I push you along, Rest?
Yes, and so
Sure.
you guys have your arrows back. You
Dun,
have 2
dun,
magic
dun,
arrows now.
dun.
Ember's still prone for some reason. I don't know. He's been sleeping this whole time. Good thing it doesn't drag your skill checks down. All right, so early in the morning, before you guys are completely, like, totally ready to come out of your rooms, you get a rappity rap 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 on your door, and it is a drow or drow, however you want to say it, and he says, "I've been sent here by Jaraxol. He has word that the voyage is going to be attacked now."
Oh,
Let's go.
all right, let's book it.
How far away are we?
You guys, I'm going to pull up the map of
quite a ways.
Luskin. Yeah, you're pretty up there. So you guys are up here, and the voyage is out here, anchored, if I remember correctly.
No, we were over
Somewhere.
Here. Oh
Did-
no, we sent them offshore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they kept getting attacked from the Bastard Brotherhood.
Yeah, so the voyage is out here somewhere in that area, and you guys are up here at One Eye Jacks. So a good ways. So it's going to take you a while to get down there.
Well, we're headed that way.
Anything
Quick
you
as we
guys can
can.
do to make it go faster?
I
Doesn't
could
really.
fly.
Well, I don't think you want to
That's-
fly ahead of
No.
everybody. So you guys, how are you guys? So you guys get down to the docks. That's the real question. Is so from the docks, you guys look out, way out into the harbor, and you think that's the voyage out there. You know, you can't. It's pretty far out there. So how are you getting from the docks to, if that is the voyage, out there? I mean, obviously Krell can fly.
Shuttle.
So I'm going to spend 10 minutes back at One Eye Jacks and summon up my Hippogriff, which will then give me a a speed of 100 feet around. So if I
Oh.
dash, it'll be 200 feet around.
And that lasts till you dismiss it, right? That you're familiar.
No,
It lasts for 1 hour.
All right, so you probably are going to wait till you get down to the docks to do that,
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
not
Well-
at One Eye
well,
Jacks.
Well, you said the purple arrow is right next to the dog to the water.
Hmm?
Are we at the party symbol or are we at the purple arrow?
Hold on, I closed the map.
Should be the purple arrow. North of the market.
The purple arrow is where you guys are at, and this is where
Yes,
Voyage is
okay.
at.
Yeah. So I'm going to go close to the closest water right there on the river, and then I'll summon it there, and then just jet around.
Well, it
Toward
could
the
take
dock.
you 20, 30 minutes to get down there. It's pretty far.
We have to get down there on foot anyway, and that's 30 feet around. This is 200 feet around.
Well, you're only as fast as the slowest person in your party.
well,
Unless you leave, unless you guys split up, if that's what
Yeah.
you want to do.
I'm going to meet them there because they can all swim and get out to the ship. I can't.
So you're going to meet them where?
he can prepare things.
I'm going to head to the dock first, and if I don't see them on the dock, I'm going to head out to the ship.
Okay, and you can move at 150?
It has a speed of 100.
100. Okay.
feet.
So,
So it
and
can go dashing is 200 feet around.
okay, and how fast is the slowest person in the party?
But it takes me 10 minutes to bring it up. So it's. I
Mhm.
expected them to hit the dock about the same time I do.
I can only go 60 around unless I commandeer a horse.
Or rickshaw or something. Yeah, bitch. Rah! 60. So 30. And the Stogamus is probably the same, and
Yeah.
Liam's probably
Actually-
the same. Yeah.
Actually, with my broom of flying, I can do 50.
And Krell
I
can
can fly
fly,
at 52. So
I'm
that's
but
all
neither
probably
one
the
of you,
slowest.
but neither one of you can carry a passenger, right?
Not for very long.
I don't think Krell, yeah, across the city and stuff. So my
No,
suggestion is you guys move as a group, don't split up. You're gonna set yourself up for, oh, I'm gonna go out and start engaging, and then now 10 minutes later the rest of the party catches up, and now what? You know what I mean? So my suggestion is you guys stick together, even if it takes you extra 10 minutes to do it. It's not going to be the end of the world. And then go as a group from wherever you go, but you have to get to the docks first. So get to the docks, cast your spell, and then you guys, once you guys get down there, you can see the voyage out there, and that's the question is, how are you guys getting out to the voyage? You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, and you can swim. So who needs help getting out to the voyage? Do you guys want to rent a boat, some jet skis? Jesus Christ, how do you guys want to do it?
Scuzzer can swim too.
Yeah, Ember's the only one who needs help getting out to the ship.
And you can
Well,
use your
Ember, you can, since everyone else can swim, don't you have a Cloak of the Manta Ray?
Yes.
Just throw that on and you got a swim speed of 60
Better than mine.
yeah,
and breathe
especially-
water.
Okay, I didn't realize it gave me swim speed that high. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're good.
All right, so
We can
you
get out
guys
there.
get down to the dock, right? And you're looking out to sea, and you start making your way out, and definitely you can see that this is the voyage, and there are 3 big ass longboats, rowboats, multi-oar boats, moving towards. Now the harbor's busy. This is a busy port, and boats and there's a lot of long boats and stuff, and they're milling about and stuff. And as you guys start getting closer, you don't think that the Voyage is on alert. You don't see the anchor's still down, the sails are all furled. It looks tidied up, right? Like it's just sitting out here. You can see a little bit of movement on the deck because you're pretty far away, but you see three particular longboats that seem to be meandering in that direction as you guys make your way out there. And
I'm
I'm
gonna send
gonna.
Wings to fly over the longboats and then come back and tell me what's in them.
Okay, well, you can do that on your turn because you guys are gonna roll initiative. Let me get this. Let me get these other idiots out of the combat tracker. Oops. It keeps moving around.
Damn DMs always got to mess with our plans.
So players messing with the DM's plans. What are you talking about?
Split the party. Split the party.
All right.
Uh-oh.
All right. So you guys are making your way out. That's the Voyage. And you guys see. Why did it shrink my damn tokens down, bastards?
Does anybody know whatever happened to our berserkers?
They're still looking for us.
Been here by now. Well, they may be.
Well, they're not in Luskin, that's for
Never-
sure.
Yeah,
Right?
they were supposed to meet us in Neverwinter in 10 days after us, I think. So
And they've been sitting there for like 9 going, where the fuck are you guys?
where the fuck are we, tribe?
Alright, I'm sorry. This didn't work out as like I planned. The shit didn't do what I wanted. Alright, so on these longboats or these rowboats, you can see they're full of, you know, pirate guys, you know. A bunch of them. And you guys can make out 3 of them.
Are they berserkers?
Yeah, they're berserkers. And on
They're
them
our
are the gang of pirates. And who gets to go first? Ember.
Right, so I'm going to send Wings out that direction to fly around and see what can you tell from this distance what they are, that they're just pirates?
As much as you can, yeah. He can tell exactly what you can tell, that they look like pirates.
Right, so I'm gonna have him fly ahead as fast as he can and start flying around the people on the Voyage, getting their attention to so they can see what's going on, that these longboats are coming toward them.
So let me set the scene here. This is a busy harbor, lots of noises, ships moving about, people, you know, rowing and yelling and stuff, and this owl is just gonna start flying and squawking? Is that what we got
He's
going
gonna
on?
fly to the voyage until
Mhm.
the crew members know that he's my familiar.
And what's his
And
movement?
He's gonna fly right in their face, and then
Woohoo!
fly
Woohoo!
over to the
I don't think
railing.
I don't think he can
and-
get there this round though, can he?
Oh no, not this round. He's gonna fly as
Oh,
quick as he
okay.
can
So
on his turn.
so go ahead and move him as far as he can. Oh wait, he's not on here.
He is.
Does he need your initiative? Well, it's going to change every round anyway, so let's just say he
Yeah,
has
but-
his own initiative.
He does.
Okay, so
He'll move on.
so
his
you
initiative, and I'm gonna
telepathically
swim.
tell him that as a is that a free action for you?
I'll be able to get to the ship anyway. So I'm gonna go 60 feet. And
Wow.
who do we know on the ship?
It's not
Dundragon?
not
Is that the captain?
Cora.
Graysail.
It's not
isn't it?
Cora, but
Oh,
it's the first mate.
Yeah, first
Oh,
mate.
Captain Graysail. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go 60 feet, hit the surface, and then do message because it's 120 feet. And tell
Okay.
her there are longboats approaching. We are approaching as well. Prepare the men.
Incoming.
Wake up! You're under attack.
Huh? What? Krell.
All right, Krell is going to fly up to there, so that I'm in a square, and I'm going to start aiming at Gang of Pirates number.
Okay, and you're 60 feet up. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm 60 feet up, and I am targeting the boat. I need to target the Gang of Pirates. Nope, not 3. Which Gang of Pirates is on rowboat MT3?
2.
2.
Here, let's just make it
Got it.
easy on us. That was for effect, you know.
Right.
But we can get rid of those tokens. It's a hit.
And I am going to action surge and do it again.
You can see that these guys got some kind of funky armor on that's kind of protecting them. It's got like all kinds of weird angles and stuff on it, you know, like the stealth bombers and shit.
All right. And that's my turn.
All right, so these guys get to move. And they can move 60. So they get right up to the voyage and start clambering over the side. You know, they don't get to do that yet, but that's what they look like they're doing. And see if these guys are alerted. Pfft, no. So Captain Graysail gets your message, and she sounds the battle station's alarm. And she will draw her rapier this round. And your ship's surgeon is down in the hold, and she is going to prepare for injured. Nystagamus.
All right.
You're like on your broom.
Yeah, yeah, he's got to look ridiculous because he's got that that robe with all the stars all over it, and he's got the goggles of night vision that he's wearing too as he's flying along. So
I don't think you're wearing them in the daytime, so they're probably like up on your head, and then you got your fin up. It kind of helps you steer. You know, like the Rocket Man. You remember the Rocket Man? He had to put the fin on his helmet so he could steer.
heck yeah. All right.
And you got to hold on to this thing too. I mean, at least with one hand.
Right.
So, you know, casting you could probably cast, but you're not going to be dagger casting. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's not doing the Harry Potter standing on the broom surfing.
Probably not.
So I'll move down to there, get about as close as I can with one movement, and then I want to go ahead and cast Storm Sphere in between this Gang of Pirates 2 and the boat. So that is a. Let's see where I want to put that. Yeah. Actually, I'll do it like that so that they start. They're going to take a little bit of damage when I cast it. So, they have to make a strength saving throw. As the wind picks up around them.
And they succeeded.
They succeed.
Comes the wind.
Yep. And they're going to take a. Let's see. No, they don't take half damage. So they just succeed. But then, as a bonus action, I will have lightning arc out of the middle of this storm at them. And because they're inside of the storm, I get advantage on that attack roll.
Nice. And you hit.
So they're going to take a little bit of damage.
Damn. Lightning, they all go flying out and fall into the water, all died. They already got pelted by freaking 50 cal over there.
I was not expecting that to kill them. All right, so that area is difficult terrain if any of you guys move into it or anything. And I'm done.
All right, so the crew, and he's gonna come over here. And what does the crew have? Light crossbow. Gonna take a shot at these guys trying to get up here. Twang, and he hits for a little bit of damage. Scuzzer.
Well, since they're on the other side of the boat, there ain't much Scuzzer can do but move and dash towards the ship.
Bookity book.
60 feet to there.
They're under 600 feet away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
well,
they're on
there's
the
a
other side of
ship
the
inside in front of them.
Arc it over.
Yeah.
Arc it over and hope it hits them.
You at least have to see your target with sharpshooter, anyways.
Spray and pray.
Squall.
Let's see.
You got Nystagamus targeted for some reason.
He knows why.
So, that was from me trying to give him a little spiritual guidance earlier. I'll move that far. So, move me forward and let me do a measurement real quick. Let's see. So Squall looks up and moves his hands, says a few words, holds out his holy symbol, and a really dark storm cloud forms right above there. And he casts Call Lightning. And he's going to target that gang of pirates right there. Did I have two of them I did.
But
Which one is that? That's number one.
one succeeded,
Number
so
one
if that's the
succeeds.
one. If that's
Okay.
the one.
So, yep. Each creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw. Creature takes 3d10 lightning or half as much, so they will take half as much. But they got to make a. Well, they did. Never mind. Call lightning. And they took half. And now he's concentrating on that.
Tolerant Scream is going to step over here, peek down the side of the ship, and take a shot with his crossbow. Twang. And misses. Wings.
All right. So, does this count as any kind of difficult terrain for him?
Oh, shit.
A storm, probably, I would say yes. Right? What do you think, Marbanius, your spell?
Well, okay, first of all, I really fucked up and I've got to do this. Okay, so he will also take half of that. And I immediately let the spell drop concentration. Fuck.
Why?
Because he was 5 feet away from the pirates. Anybody within
Oh.
5 feet. Fuck.
Zap.
Yeah, and I immediately drop concentration. Storm goes away. Boom.
Poor Harry.
So, I get 5 more. So, I'm just going to concentrate on this bold jockstrap, sort of flying over here, trying to grab his attention so he can see that Gang of Pirates 3 is coming.
Oh, they're alerted. There's like a bell going off, like ding, 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 ding. So that's not a question. So these guys move over here, and they're also attempting to start clambering up as conservative Lilac Beret takes a shot at one of them who's peeking his head over the side. He's like, twang! Oh, and he connects. A little love to them. This guy drops the pork chop he's eating. Moves to the side of the ship as well and takes an awkward shot down the side of the ship at those guys. Twang! And he misses. And top of the round is Krell.
All right. I'm gonna move to there. Are either of them in visible range? Can I target either of them? Are they high enough on the ship?
No,
yet?
not yet.
No?
Not yet. No.
All right. Then I am going
Well,
to
what are
double
you?
move.
60. And you had to move that far to get
From-
there. Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think you can see him. I mean, maybe if you're
Alright.
at like 100 feet or something, you know.
Right. So I'll move there, and I'll catch them next round.
You could land in the crow's nest if you wanted.
Actually, yeah, I'll go there.
Okay. You have a plus 11? Holy shite.
I see lots.
All right, you see an individual casting a spell on the back of the longboat.
I just
Okay.
heard a horse out here.
Captain Graysail, she's gonna ready her rapier, and when these guys get up here, she's gonna attack, and she's also drawing her second weapon. Scuzzer.
And can I use the last 10 to climb up on the boat?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm on deck now.
So, what is the means to getting onto the ship for those of us who are swimming?
Climb.
I mean, is there a ladder, or do we just can
There's
we go
like
anywhere?
there's like the
There's-
rope ladders that hang down the side.
Cargo net.
It costs you 10 feet of movement.
Okay, good. So I have just enough to get onto the ship.
Right next to your buddy that just did the same thing.
And am I now that I'm on the deck of the ship? Am I able to see 1 or 3?
You can hear them down there, but they have not taken the 10 feet of movement to climb up the top yet.
All right. So I'm going to ready my fire, and as soon as I see pirate number 1, I will kill it with fire.
Oh wait, you have a 60 swim speed, right?
Correct.
And then
I went 45 feet, so that puts me up on top. Or no?
oh,
What does it?
it's a 60 though, right? Is your swim speed?
Yes.
So 45, and then yeah, then you could climb the rest. But and then ready. Okay, that's right. Let's see. So this guy finishes casting his spell, and he summons two Octos.
I got scared off.
Oh no,
Squidward.
I didn't pre-do it, but because they may not be showing yet. Yeah. So the waters start burbling and gurgling as you guys start seeing a large creature swimming in the ground, especially like Nystagmus and Squall. You get like a colossal sized creature in the water coming up from the depths. And it is this one's turn. So it swims up. I was saying it's 100 feet down, so it swims 80, and it comes over to here, and its tentacles start to reach around and onto the Voyager. So you guys see one of these things.
Damn.
Yeah, that's an ugly thing.
Is that token the right size?
Probably.
Colossal's not a 5e size. It goes huge and gargantuan.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
let's see what
that's a
size
huge.
it's. A huge. It says huge. Sorry, it says colossal in the description, so I'm like, what the hell? But it's a huge size creature. Okay. I guess for an octopus, it's colossal. So, this crew's like takes another shot with his crossbow. Twang, and he misses. Quora. Quora's like feels the boat jolt, and comes over here and looks and screams out, "Colossal Octo!" And he doesn't have any range weapons, so he's as well gonna draw his scimitar this round and ready. Squall. You know what's funny is there's no ready either in the effects chart or on the default ones. You know what I mean? I made ready and put it on to your character sheets, but there should be one in the effects. What do you think? Like Rob made?
You would think so.
He's like, I made one for everything.
It's in his spells.
Yeah, readied action. Yeah,
Spells.
it's there. In the custom, it's called readied action.
I type in ready and I don't see it. Ready.
Don't put
because
the
it's
Y.
readied.
It's readied.
Ah,
Put read.
Died.
bastards.
Yeah. Re-died. Rhea-died.
But it's called ready. It's not called ready to action. It's called ready. I'm sorry, were you
Alright.
talking?
I'm moving to there, using my action to dash.
Okay. Lilac Beret gets to go again. And he's going to take his awkward shot at those pirates. Twang. And connects. Pork chop. Pork chop boy. Nystagmus.
All right, so I guess I kind of need a ruling on this storm sphere thing because it says, well, first I'm assuming I can't see this wizard or whoever it is, or the pirates, right? Because they're still on the other side of the ship.
Right.
Okay, so Storm Sphere just says until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center of the sphere toward one creature you choose within 60 feet of the center. I assume that I have to be able to see that creature. It doesn't say, but
Well, you would have to know that they're there at least, and you don't even know that.
okay,
So
fair enough.
you can't target a target that you don't know is not there, you know. And now if
Right.
somebody said, "Hey, there's two people over here," then maybe I would give it to you if you knew. But Nystagmus doesn't even know they're there.
Sure. I kind of wanted to know for
I mean,
future reference
I think
too.
maybe the pirates I would allow because you know they're climbing up on that side of the ship, and it's a
Mhm.
big gaggle of them. you know, but the individual that's casting, you don't even know he's there.
Right. Well,
So
I kind of want.
I would allow you to
Oh,
do the pirates.
okay. All right. I kind of wanted to know for future reference too, because like my line of sight is different from the storm's line of sight. You know what I'm saying? Like if I knew they were there, and but I couldn't see them, could I attack them? Which it sounds like you're saying yes, kind
Yeah,
of.
if you know they're there and you know their location,
Mhm.
especially this blob of pirates, you know,
Right.
you're attacking a general area, not necessarily a specific person. But if somebody ran behind the boat,
Mhm.
I would allow you to target a random square, not necessarily their square, because you don't know which square they're in.
Right.
Now, if Krell went, "Hey, they're right there," and pointed at them, then you would know where they're at and you could target that square.
Okay.
But if you could see them, obviously. But in this case, it's a it's a gaggle of them. So
Yeah.
if you want to give them
That
some
makes.
love,
Sure. I'll go ahead and do that first.
they are 60 feet, right? Let's see. Yeah, easily.
Yeah. So do I have like disadvantage on this or anything since I can't actually see them?
No,
No. Okay.
no, you know they're over there trying to climb up. You can hear them, and you're like, "Yeah, watch this."
Oh, it doesn't matter.
And you follow. See that figures. So you hit the side of the railing, like blast a big piece of the railing off. Captain
All that.
Grace, you could see Captain Grayscale looks directly at you from across this way. She's like, she gives
He
you
didn't
that.
kill a crew member like somebody else did.
All right. So that was
Yeah.
my bonus action. I'm just gonna pull for my action. I'm just gonna pull off one of these stars from this robe and chuck it at the this giant octopus that's coming up.
The one near you, you can't see it. It's 100 feet down.
Oh no, I meant
The one
the
that's
one that's
climbed up.
attacking the
Oh
boat.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that one.
this is what Captain Grayscale gives you. She gives you that look.
Yeah, I'm used to that. All
She's like,
right. Yeah, I'm just gonna do because that's the only guy I can see, so we'll just do all of them.
nice.
Let's get a little
It's
closer.
a lot of threes.
Yeah, can't complain about that damage.
Wings.
All right, so I'm gonna zip over here and gonna help out Miss Grayscale there.
Miss Grayscale.
Grayscale.
Sail. She's like black and white.
All right, so Gang of Pirates number 1 makes it on top of the ship finally. And their first victim is going to be this poor little sap right here. Tolerant
Shoot
Scream.
him. My ready to action goes off.
Okay.
And a horse for some reason.
That damn horse keeps swimming around out here somewhere.
Was that what that was?
It's in the hold for dinner.
It's Tolerant Scream. That's how he sounds. He's like,
Here it is. I found it. All right, carry on.
we waited for that? Should have played my music. So yeah, they're gonna walk up to this guy and give him a bunch of them swipe at him, and he survives. He's like shing 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 shing. He's like, and this guy comes running up the stairs in nothing but his jockstrap. Robin, 4 viewers. Hey, what's going on, girl? giving me some loving. He's gonna come help his buddy. No, he's gonna step over here so he can get around that mast, and he's gonna take a shot at the pirates over there that just got up on, and he misses. Arrow goes flying. The next gang of pirates is gonna climb up onto the ship, and Captain Graysail is gonna get an attack of opportunity with her rapier. Where's she at? There she is. Give some rapier love on them. Why did she have advantage?
Wings.
Oh, nice. Thank you. And for maximum damage, nice. And that was and now they get to go, and they're gonna try to take out Captain Graysail with their fumble. They all trip over one another. So they kind of get caught in the net a little and just kind of fumble. They can't be restrained, so. But that's all they can do. And Gang of Pirates number 3 gets to go first this round. And swipes at Tolerant Scream. That's probably going to drop him. Yep. So another crew member goes down. Unless you guys got to pay, right? And they're going to keep moving, so... Krell.
All right. Krell is gonna come on over here and target the unidentified creature that I saw cast.
Do you have anything that will keep you from provoking an attack of opportunity?
I
Other
am
than you're
60 feet up in
up.
the air.
That'd do it. That'd do it.
All right, so let's take a shot or 3 at.
Let me see if I have a picture of this guy. No. I don't. But he's definitely wearing a symbol of the Kraken Society. That's a hit.
I was lagging out, so
Might have been
it
me.
looks like he rolled twice. Either way, he
Yeah, either way that hits.
Rolls a 1, does 17 points of damage.
to myself. That's why it rolled twice.
Oh,
Let me fix that. Okay, and quit targeting myself. All right, I'm going to combat superiority dice, add a 2 to that. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay, and then last bonus action. 14. All right, we'll try combat superiority dice again.
That does
Does a
hit.
20 hit?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's everything I can do. I'm pointing at it so Nystagmus can see.
All right. So I see him pointing at something. I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna fly down to here and actually land on the deck of the ship. And then I want to cast lightning bolt straight that way, like that, and get. I'm hoping it'll get that guy off the end of the boat, but I don't know if he's down too low or what.
Yeah, he's on the ground, but you're gonna get your crew here.
Oh, I thought it would be far enough. Well, can I? All right. Can I cast it from?
You already killed one. Go ahead.
Right?
I didn't kill any of them. That was
Well,
you.
you're the one wielding the lightning around out here. It had to have been you.
He's blaming it. He's blaming it. It was him. It was him.
All right. How about that instead? How about I move to there instead, and then cast it from? Oh, it's not quite as good, but that's all right.
It's just gonna affect the pirate one.
Oh, it's not,
and
yeah, I
pirate-
wanted to get 3
And
too.
pirate.
All right.
Yeah, no, it'll get 3. It'll get 3 and 1.
3 and 1. Okay, well that's good
Yeah,
enough.
and then you're
I'll
gonna.
do that.
I mean, from here, you can do it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's.
but you're not gonna get him because he's 10 feet down.
Okay, that's fine.
But
I'll do it
something-
anyway.
Yeah.
So let's lightning bolt these guys. Failure, success. And then, because Gang of Pirates 3 is within 10 feet of me, he takes an extra 3 lightning damage from my Heart of the Storm feature. And then, I guess I'll stay there, because as a bonus action, I will have lightning come out of this storm up in the north and come down at Gang of Pirates 1.
Cool.
Oh, that's gonna hit. So there's just like lightning flying all over, I feel.
Right, and he's going. See, he's doing the lightning. Bold Jockstrap is out here. And he's taking shots with his crossbow. Oh, he hits. Quora. He's gonna try. He's gonna pull out his dagger, and he's gonna try some love on this Octo. So 2 with his scimitar and 1 with his dagger. So he takes a swipe with his scimitar and he connects. Gets some tentacle love. Another swipe with his scimitar and misses, and he tries to stick it with his dagger. Oh, and he connects for a little bit of lovin's. Squall.
Yeah, all right. So, Squall will. He's got a 40-foot swim speed of 40. So he'll go to there, and then go airborne with boots of flying and come up level with the deck and say, you know, Nystagmus, you're having a hard time hitting the right people with that lightning, so maybe I ought to say a little prayer for you. And I will cast at first level the bless spell on those. No, I'll do it at second level and include myself. Yes. And let's wait just a second so we don't crash.
Too late. It does not like bless. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It seems to be triggering multiples when a player does it, but not when a DM does it. I may have to look at the code.
Okay, so in the meantime, I'll tell you what, I'll just change the.
And I have an update too, so I did
Text on
update
there.
today. So
Yeah, I saw.
Okay, so.
and I downloaded all my updated spells, so which was easy. I mean, the new website is like, pfft. takes like a minute.
How's
And
our
I had
crew
to
looking down
read.
below?
I had to, oh yeah, okay, that's right. What?
Yeah, the crew down below. They look sound, healthy.
The
Or the department
crew,
section. Yeah, I'm not
the crew
I'm
down
not gonna heal
below.
them anyway. I'll just hire more. They're expendable. Fodder.
Pawns.
All right, let's see what this thing can do. 4 tentacle attacks. And its reach is 25 feet. So I'm gonna try to grab Quora, Nastagamus, Captain Graysail, and Squall. So we'll start off
He's
with,
got some rigging.
yeah,
you
he's
know,
got some
rigging.
reach. Yeah, that's what octopuses do. They could squeeze through their
Yeah,
beak.
he'd squeeze right at the bung.
Ah,
of
his
the,
first thing's a fumble.
Oh, good.
Does he hit himself in the crotch?
No, he just totally slips his first attack, totally misses Captain Graysail. His second one on the Stagamus is a hit,
I would like to use shield as a reaction.
and that gives you a 5 to your.
Yes. If I can find it, there it is.
Oh, that's supposed to be a -5. Which is a miss, right? Easily.
Yep.
His third tentacle is going to be on Squall, which is another fumble. Jesus. Holy shit. So, it like, one of its tentacles like comes flying around and gets caught into the rudder, and it's like wedged in the rudder now, and it can't like move around very well, and it's got a -4 to his armor class.
Nice.
And his last attack is on Quora, who's like leaning over the side, stabbing at him. And he gets hit for 14 points of damage. And is grappled. Let's see. And he picks him up. Nice. And yeah, he picks him up and he slams him back down onto the ship. Boom! And that's it.
Not to be that guy, but you had himself targeted.
Oh, yeah? On both of those? Yeah. I grappled myself. I was holding myself. What's going on? Why is it token? Why is it doing that? Oops. Alright, give him that back. Take off the grappled. And what was his, try to hit. That's number 1, right? Let me try this. And he missed. And wow, this guy gets to go. I think he's just gonna start off with Eldritch Blast on Krill. Somewhere on his list. $25. Little force damage. And he is going to get up onto the boat. Actually, you know what? He's pretty happy down there. He's gonna stay down there.
Aw.
he like peeks his head up and he climbs back down. He's like, Wings.
All right, so Wings is gonna flutter over here. Help out Captain Grayskull. Graysail. Grayskull, Grayscale, whatever.
Gray shale.
Alright, so Ember sees Krell shooting at something. He's gonna come jaunt over here. Sort of look over the side. Sort of smile to himself as he sees the spellcaster down there. And Wings is gonna use his reaction to touch Stegomus as I cast Mage Armor on him.
Thank you.
Scimitar to that guy. Oh, and it's a hit. Scuzzer.
I think Scuzzer is gonna move over this way. And I assume from there I can see the unidentified creature over the side.
You can.
And I want to take a shot at it. Bonus action, a hunter's mark. And I'll take another shot.
It's a dude, but that's what you see.
RuPaul.
That's fair to say it's a very androgynous warlock. It's David Bowie.
Yeah, put some Colossus Slayer on there. And
I
that's
have
end of
the
Scuzzo's
new.
turn.
I have the new extension that you can just add that to your character sheet. On turn.
What do you put on there?
I'll have to look. I don't know offhand. But
That's what you put on your character.
there you go.
All right.
I use the same thing with my sneak attack.
Yeah, if T is if target. If target is wounded, then apply that damage.
The new one is the on turn in that it automatically only does it once on your turn and resets every time you get your initiative.
Did you want to do anything else?
Oh no, my bad. I'll pass the turn.
All right, so Octo 2 goes. And he's down. So, yeah, he can get over here. And surfaces, and his tentacles start to come up. Yeah, at the end of the turn, or at the end of the round, we're stopping. Let me give Captain Graysail her attacks on the
That's a
pirates.
self and never, right? Targeting self
Right.
and never.
So, target self and never expire.
Oops.
All right, I think I got it on there.
And a fumble. And part of her armor slips, and she has a Nick 4 to her armor class. King of Pirates are going to attack this crew. And a miss. Chubby crew is going to attack the pirates. And a miss. And she's not going to do anything. So top of the round, we're going to stop. With Scuzzer getting to go first. But let's stop for the night. We'll pick this back up on Tuesday. It's past our bedtime. It's already 20 after. So stream, I appreciate you guys coming and watching Drake Takes on the Tabletop RPG Network. Say goodbye to the stream players.
Goodbye, stream.
And
Bye, stream.
if you want to come,
Bye.
if you want to come
Bye.
by on Thursday,
Bye,
Marbania stream.
Engorgio.
On Thursday on Marbania's stream, he is running Deadlands. Marbania. Did that work? Yeah. So you can come by Marbania stream on Thursday. He's running Deadlands, or on Friday, as Vineric is running Curse of Strahd, and then Saturday over on Rob's stream, I will be running Descent into Avernus and then back here on Tuesday. So if you want to follow me on any channels or anything, you can pick any of those links you like and give me a follow. I appreciate it. But we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for sticking around.
Thanks, everybody.
See you guys.
Night. I finally got a gold card.
I just rolled a platinum.